go through.
Nah, because you got to get the background check before you get the job. Maybe finding a ride. I don't know.
That shit and they'll offer you that shit and say, all right, we got some paperwork to do.
Find a ride.
Celebrating a new gig.
Next step, find a ride.
I think it was cool like when you was really, really young. You thought you was finna make some bread, but when you start making posts of stuff that you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But
grocery shopping.
Nah, it depends. Where are you working at?
Nowhere important.
Oh, they not finna announce that. All right. They not finna announce that.
It depends on where you're working at.
It wasn't like
that's who you celebrate.
Part of the new Kaiser. Look, the new member of the Kaiser team. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Nah.
It was got the job.
Yep.
And you working remote.
Yep.
You ain't never met your boss or your coworker.
I would prefer to work remote.
Customer service specialist.
He gave that a shot like that was bad. I would prefer to work remote.
Nah.
I would prefer to work remote.
Job.
Any job. I prefer customer service.
Gotta
actually,
answer phone calls all day.
That's cool.
You do? I would not. I can't do that.
From home?
I can't. You can't. No.
Say less.
I can't answer calls. Because when I make calls, people get on my nerves. Like when I'm calling for information, the people that are picking up the phone piss me off. So the last thing I want to do is be on the other end where people hit. You know, like when people hit you up with dumb questions on the website.
I got all passive aggressive energy. And I'm rarely on the phone on my own personal time. And I don't care. I don't care.
For training purposes.
Because the thing about it is this. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. So as long as my tone is right.
Okay.
You know what it reminded me of when he said that? He said, "Sir, right. remember that clip? I think it might be The Wire. I'm not sure. When he was like, "Sir, you can't yell and cuss. One or the other will suffice."
Yeah, because he's like, how do you know what's right for my family, bitch? He's like, sir, you don't need to yell and cuss. Nah, hell no. Fuck, he's not funny. He's like, you don't need to cuss. One or the other. He's like, how do you know what's right for my family, bitch? I forgot what that family show was. Different. It was the dude from The Wire, though.
Yeah. That's what it was. It was the actor from The Wire.
One of the actors from The Wire. The dude that's famous for that whole.
Yeah. I don't know his name.
I can't think of his name.
See it again. I know I've seen it.
Can't think of his name.
I don't know his name.
But he had a family show. It wasn't a family show. He had a show where he had a family.
I was about to say, man, that's a wild family show, man.
He had a show where he had a family. It wasn't a family show. Let me get that right. Like, see how words can fuck you up if you don't sound like.
And then when they cut up the footage, you really in for it. You really in for it, man. You got to be like, man, y'all got to watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. I didn't say it like that.
All I need is 10 seconds.
Yep, 10 seconds is over. Anyways, let's get into it. Yo, this your boy Dizzy D Spill. You are tuning in to the Notion Podcast here with my co-host in the building.
Jelani Evans.
Poe.
Oh, okay.
Y'all see?
Why you do the old man?
Because he old now. You see this, Flynn?
That's the old man warning.
You see these
I done told you.
You ain't seen these pants in ages,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
These they call these herringbone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You gotta, yeah.
Yo, call me youngster, nigga. I'm older than you. Watch your mouth. Yeah, like, hold up, though.
Yo. Hey, what song was you listening to when you was getting rest? Hold tight.
Wake up, everybody.
Yeah. You gotta sit like this.
You gotta tap the squares a few times. You gotta tap the squares a few times.
All I know
Where my lighter at?
All I know is he made it to early bird breakfast with them pants.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, man. The coordination.
It's the season.
What?
The coordination.
Elsa?
The morning time is my season now, but
I like the hat though. More. I definitely like the hat.
Oh yeah,
I like the hat.
What it say? Grow more. No, I say all things grow.
Man,
he don't even know what he wearing.
He said, "Grow more."
Grow more.
All right, is that the brand? Because the title of the hat say all things grow.
Like, yeah, John Deere. Like, no.
Wrong hat, man.
Oh man.
Which hat I was
you said John Deere. It's Cold Gang.
That would be dope to have a John Deere hat. Though. I might get one.
Oh, that's wild.
I like the threads, man. This is I like this, but Jelani, I see you.
Oh,
I see you, man. Yeah, man.
I made it.
You get,
huh?
I was gonna say what would be tight, but I don't want to give away an idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't help him. Don't help him. Yeah, don't help these people, man.
Get it together.
So definitely sad news in hip hop with the passing of DJ Clark Kent.
Rest in
So
peace.
for the listeners that don't know who DJ Clark Kent is, or younger people that are into a different part of hip hop, DJ Clark Kent's obviously a DJ. He's obviously known as a pretty well-known sneakerhead, and he's responsible for producing a lot of the greats out of New York, like Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z. He's had a hand in pretty much discovering Jay-Z. And so
He has recent work too.
yeah. And the wild thing is he passed away from colon cancer, which is something that definitely affects our culture heavily, especially the black men in our culture. So, I think that's important that we take care of ourselves.
What did Chadwick pass away from?
Colon cancer. And he was much younger.
What did Virgil pass away from?
Colon cancer. All early 40s. So, it's probably a good idea or important to make sure we do what we got to do.
I know that the whole thought of a prostate exam is horrible.
Right.
It is an extreme violation.
Mm-hmm.
It's also necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to give yourself to God before you go do one of those type of things, though.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be.
You don't have to give yourself to
Right,
God
right.
after.
You in the process of getting.
Yeah.
What?
I cried in the shower.
Are you?
Yo. Only thing I kept thinking about was Family Guy when Peter Griffin went to go get checked. And how he interpreted the story versus how it really happened. Yeah, don't worry, I'm a doctor.
How happened? You already went through the process of that in the healing and all that shit?
That nigga on the
I
back
had
of
to-
Yo.
Yeah.
That
That's the
show
first thing I
is
thought about when you said that,
show is
man.
I
out of
start
pocket.
counting. I'm like, am I again? When you supposed to get that shit done?
I think they actually on a serious note, I think when it comes to getting your colon checked and prostate, they actually want you to do it earlier than 40 now.
That's why you got to invest in science.
Yeah.
So that you don't get to go through that type of shit.
It's crazy because, I had the conversation with my doctor. I'm like, bro, all these advancements
Yeah,
in
right.
technology,
Right.
all these different things,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the best way?
Y'all trying to hold on to some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
Yeah.
best way?
Yeah.
He was like, unfortunately.
It's almost
I'm like, bruh. Because my doctor is just, he's one of us. You feel me?
Unfortunately.
He's like-
So he
he's like-
understands.
Yeah, he's like, they used to call it the UC Davis handshake. I'm like, excuse me?
What?
He was like, yeah, they was doing that. He's like, they're doing that regularly. I was like, oh, like they enjoyed it, huh? He was like, yeah. I'm like, nah, that's
He
not
said, unfortunately.
cool.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Look, because he shared his experience. My doctor had one. I was like, oh, sheesh. Rough.
Yeah, that's just wild, man.
Don't eat beets.
You said beats?
Yeah, don't eat beets.
Not the Dr. Dre headphones, but the
Nah,
actual
No,
vegetable.
because look. So look, pre-recording, I told y'all I had kidney stones just recently passed.
Oh, wait.
The first time I had kidney stones, it didn't pass.
The first time,
Yeah, this is in 14, 15.
change your diet.
Yeah, he was murking the first time. He was murking like grapefruit, and that's what ended up happening,
That's
right?
what they said, and I don't know.
So you're not gonna listen to them now.
No, but look,
But go ahead.
Let me
Still
tell
eat
you,
grapefruit.
that's I stopped eating grapefruits.
Okay.
I have a grapefruit tree. I only ate like 2 of them off the tree.
He said, "I stopped eating grapefruits. I'm gonna just grow them. I'm gonna
this
just
is
watch
years
it.
It did say
But look,
I only ate 2 off the tree.
This is years after.
I'm gonna just tuck mine in."
I ate a few more too. But this is years after that because I'm like, man, the doctor wasn't
Doctor
sure.
don't know what he talking about.
He didn't say it was the reason. He said
It could be the reason.
It could be
Because it's acidic fruits and
I guess. So fast forward, bro. I had some blood in my urine like last month. Went straight to the hospital that day. And
Like you seen it when you was going to the restroom?
Yeah.
Okay, I
It
understand.
was light.
Okay.
Went straight to the hospital, live right across the street. Went there.
You just ran out the house?
No.
Dog. Am I gonna live?
Oh man.
So
good luck getting the story out
here. It
here.
wasn't like nigga, like somebody like Kane got shot blood. Nigga. It was like just a hint.
Enough for you to take a brisk walk across the street.
You know when how niggas skip like
He had that walk skip. Like, I ain't gonna run, but I'm trying to get there fast.
I'm anxious and eager, but I gotta play a cool walk. Yeah, I understand.
All right, so look, my doctor said that he was like it already passed. When I had the surgery before, it wasn't passing, so that I had to have surgeries. So this time they said, well, it already passed.
That's probably where the blood came from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Did it hurt?
Nah.
Like when you urinated? Because I heard sometimes passing kidney stones can be a bitch.
Yeah.
I knew before I went to pee that I had probably some kidney stone issue because I felt like I had bladder infection.
Yeah.
So it felt like I had to go pee, and I was like, oh shit, I probably got another bladder infection from a kidney stone. Because they say it's going to happen again if you have one.
Bladder or UTI?
The kidneys.
Bladder.
The bladder infection. Yeah, I think they're the same thing.
Man, just pull up your Kaiser, dog.
Whatever. So anyway, I couldn't pee.
Something to my health.
Anyway, it felt like I could pee. It felt like I had to pee, but I couldn't pee. That shit. So the other day I'm at work, nigga. I went to go pee, nigga. I'm like, oh no. I felt like I had got kicked in the nuts.
Oh.
But it wasn't hurting, but it was like uncomfortable. So I'm like, oh shit. I look it up. Yep,
that ain't get. That don't feel like getting kicked in the nuts.
Nah, they said that can happen because it's the blockage.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, nigga, you said I felt like I got kicked in the nuts, but it wasn't painful. Then you didn't feel like
when you get kicked in the nuts, and then like you still got some uncomfortableness in the stomach, like this area, but it's not like.
Your abdominal,
this whole area, even like the lower extremities.
Yeah.
So, I ended up leaving work, man. Fast forward, I pee again at work the next day, man, and I had blood in the urine again, bro.
Man.
And so that getting old shit and that kidney stone shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because you said you had kidney stones at 14, 15, so it ain't even getting old. You just change your diet. Like,
that's what it was.
Cut down the grapefruit tree.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he ain't cutting that grapefruit tree.
I remember why I brought that up. I spoke to someone at Kaiser about like preventative like things that could lead to kidney stones. Beets, nigga. I've been juicing beets it's been probably like 6 months since I've juiced, but I was doing that for a whole year and a half, just drinking juice and like juicing, and beets was one of the main things.
A guy had on his Beats by headphones, making beats on the table in front of the juicer with beats in it.
And so the reason I said don't eat beets is because the story my doctor has, like, he had, of course he's eating healthy. He's like, when I was eating some beets, I went to the restroom and, it was red. So I thought I was bleeding.
Okay.
So I had to go. They
Yeah.
did the prostate exam and so that was his story.
Wow.
Also, beets will make it look like this real shit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Man.
That's real crazy.
I don't need beets.
Beets.
It's been an educational 8 minutes.
Doug. Shouts out to Doug.
But let's get into it, man. We already know, most people, most platforms are talking about it, but we're gonna have our different take. Lil Durk got picked up on the conspiracy charges for
murder for hire.
Murder for hire, man. What do you guys think about that?
I think he's stupid.
Well, yes, definitely, I agree with that.
But
that's the only thought I have.
That's the obvious. Yeah, for sure. The obvious is like that's a stupid move, and to be involved in that type of stuff is what we would say is just stupid. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all right. So Let me elaborate, because I mean, of course, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's stupid." I mean, this is the thing, right? Excuse me. At the end of the day, you are still trying to, in a sense, get your lick back,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
We all understand how that plays out, right?
Yep, we do.
The best revenge is to level up, evolve, move
Success.
forward. I understand that that was a major loss for you, your camp, your family, whatever the case may be. But at some point, like, you made it out the hood, right?
Yep.
Why are you going back? Why can't you let it go?
It's supposed to be when you get to that status, because you just want a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? When you get to that status, you're supposed to be removed from it. You know, you throw money back down to the city, and I mean, he had got a key to the city, and he had a foundation and all that stuff, which is all being.
They took the key.
Yeah, they took the key back, and you know,
but the foundation.
Well, the funny thing is, they took the key back, but they contemplating on what they're gonna do with the money if they're gonna give that back.
Oh yeah, the mayor.
You know what I'm saying?
The city needs that. To recover from the bad rep it's getting from you.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true.
I got you.
My question though is like really to dive deeper into the thought process of somebody who's so successful, but making being involved in these types of criminal activities. Do we really honestly feel like Durk has some type of say-so power within that camp, group, gang, whatever we want to classify it as, besides being someone who's like, he has influence and he would be considered the financial, or the money man, right?
Yeah.
That gives him power.
Yeah, it does give him power, but in regards to, does he have the power to say no to to support in certain things? Right? Is he in a position to where he feels or has been threatened to make certain decisions in order to satisfy whatever criminal activities?
Yeah, I doubt that.
So are we asking? So basically, let me summarize it. You're basically wanting to know: is he a true shot caller? You know, in the streets, as far as in making certain decisions and certain.
I'm sure he would be considered a shot caller because he can make things happen.
Right.
But when it's a decision that the group or gang wants to say yes to,
like, are they going to get the green light from him?
Yeah, like, are they forcing him also to support financially or whatever?
Oh, extortion
in any type of way. It could be. Yeah, it could be.
I mean, that's definitely common, the extortion part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just to answer your question, I always think there's extortion going on in the industry. Number one, but number two, I think it's kind of a hybrid situation where he probably don't have the type of calls that people think he has, but he can move some pieces around and make some things happen if needed. Because I've caught throughout his career, when I have paid attention to little clips and interviews, the most infamous interview clip that he has circulating on the internet was when him and King Von was on the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. And King Von was getting ready to say something, and he you know what I'm saying, to cut him off because he was talking too much. So right there, that indicates that they obviously have their hands in things, you know, based on the type of music they put out.
Well,
right?
Him and Von had a case together in Atlanta.
Yeah,
for a shooting.
Yeah, which was connected to Quando Rondo and Quando Rondo's cousin. And
no. This shooting in
that was the shooting that King Von actually okay.
This is a whole case. Him and Von was fighting were still fighting a case in Atlanta. They got an open case out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he's not as he's not the say yes to everything and yes and no to everything guy.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes a situation where his back is against the wall sometimes maybe, or he feels like he has to make certain decisions because he's either been threatened or coerced or extorted.
And that comes with the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And I look at these scenarios, man, and I definitely shake my head because a lot of these cats that have been going down, you know, either locked up, not here anymore, or currently facing a trial, they listen to the same cats we listen to coming up. They listen to the Gucci's, they listen to the Boosies, they listen to the T.I.s. And it's funny because when you look at just those three individuals that I named, they are walking almost a completely different path right now in their life.
Well, because they weren't none
because
of
they've had those close calls, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but none of them individuals put anything that they did as far as criminal activity out there in the airways or on.
Oh yeah, they did
on the screen.
Absolutely, they did. Gucci. I mean, even when Gucci did the verses with Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? And that whole beef that happened, when you got to remember, Gucci went down for taking somebody out in self-defense over his chain.
He rapped about.
You know what I'm saying? These drill street cats, they definitely tell on themselves in their records.
Yeah, they
you know what I mean?
Current actual events that happened that day, yesterday, the day before are gonna happen, and they're like live doing all kinds of things. So
yeah.
Different. None of those.
They getting on Twitter and trolling each other, and they are doing that as well. I mean, I would say they're doing it on steroids, you know, as far as in the way that they're doing it. But I think that the crazy thing, and it's kind of drifting into something else that I was, you know, looking into. Somehow it's kind of connected to Bricc Baby because of basically this murder for hire situation that happened. And I guess in that scenario that they're trying to get him for, Quando Rondo's cousin was killed, right? We already know Quando Rondo passed away earlier this year.
Right.
So his cousin was killed in that scenario. And so now you got cats over here out on the West Coast talking about it, saying who said what or who set this up or gave the location. But when I look at all of this stuff with Durk, with certain gang members or artists saying Bricc Baby has something to do with this, I remember there was a popular campaign that happened probably around the time we got out of high school. Within those years, we got out of high school called Stop Snitching. And that's all I'm seeing the people doing that are in this lifestyle. I'm not talking about civilians.
Okay.
I'm talking about the street dudes, the drill dudes, the gangsters, all of this stuff that they talk in this music and this loyalty to the game or whatever. And all of y'all are telling either on each other or yourselves.
Yeah. They're doing a lot of the police job. So.
And police don't even have to, they working from home at this point.
But let's just talk about another thing that now that we're making that connection with the police, I think people have it mixed up. Like they remember how back in the day when we talked about our parents, they was out of touch with things, right?
Yeah.
They wasn't connected with the goings on and as far as what technology, slang, music, none of that.
Mm-hmm.
How would you think the police and FBI agents and anybody who was actively in part of the criminal justice
the task
system,
force and stuff like that?
They in their 30s, right?
Yeah.
30s, 40s. How many of these people do you think were not raised on hip hop? Do you think they not actively listening and participating? They are fans of y'all. They're following you on social media not because this nigga part of my case.
Yeah.
Like I think the kids and youth think of it in the way that they think of the old people now, that, like we out of touch with hip hop or we out of touch with the news. Like there's gonna be things that we may not be aware of, like certain things, but we in tune with. A lot of us is in tune now.
Yeah. We're
is knowing what's going on with a lot of different things, and we're fans of a lot of that stuff.
Well, we're out of touch with things that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And we're definitely in touch when it comes to the language, when it comes to the message. We decode that stuff like easily because we've been because I always say this to people all the time, and I say it to younger people. We were at the beginning. If this game is Tron, we were on the grid before the grid was fully built.
Yeah,
we can decode and we can relate, we can understand. And when they do stuff like this on a public level or on a platform, and then they sitting there in a mugshot looking like, how did I get here? It's like, what did you think? Did you think you were being clever? Did you think you were? I don't know, man. But what I do see a difference is because we talked about this episodes ago about basically the rise in the lower numbers as far as in people that's been locked up or killed in hip hop, and it just seems like it's all the time right now. It does. It seems like it's all the time.
As far as like those who are being killed or those who are being locked up?
Both. It's like because you got to think there's people that are still fighting cases right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think the trippy thing to me about it when we had these conversations and we talk about these artists is it's like you're sitting here fighting your own case, but you probably know 10 other people that are your peers or that you've done some kind of collaboration with that was doing the same thing prior to you getting caught.
Yeah, but I feel you. This is some people getting locked up, but like as far as
and taken out too. I'm saying I'm making both points.
I think it's a certain demographic who somehow were able to find their way in hip hop, but it's not really like unfortunately they're a part of it, but it's like it's a certain group. So it's like, yeah, it's hip hop, but it's
street dudes picking up mics.
Hip hop.
It's not even young hip hop.
I don't even want to say street dudes picking up mics because I feel some type of way about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of them is kids. They ain't have enough time to be in the streets. These are kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about it, because it's like a lot of these kids haven't learned the code of the streets.
That is true.
No,
that is very true.
Because
I'm looking at what they're saying on the internet. Like, there's no way you know the code of the streets if you're doing what you're doing on the internet.
What they're saying in their lyrics, you feel me? Like, there's a certain reason that all of that self-snitching stuff started at a certain point. It started at a point where the youth wasn't listening to and deviating away from the OGs and the older crowd because they didn't want to listen.
Yeah.
So when they weren't listening, they're not just not listening to us giving them like direction and, you know what I'm saying, the right way to do things. They're also not listening to rules and regulations for a lot of things that fall in line with what it is you're trying to do regardless of what lane you're in.
Right.
And so they're not street dudes. They're in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the streets.
Mm-hmm. It's a classification meaning. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
And then on top of that, it's like, it's being hood, being gangster, mob, mafia, all of that type of stuff, guns, it's glorified.
Yeah.
It's glorified. So then if you get the opportunity to rap, and if you want to, you know what I'm saying, make some type of impact, you're going to rap about that type of stuff. And then 9 times out of 10, if you're in the streets, you're seeing something like that.
Yeah.
Like, so you are reporting, you know what I'm saying, what's around you, in a sense.
That was how it was done. Yeah.
And so, but the thing about it is how it used to be done, reporting what was around you without personalizing it.
Yeah.
Or giving up names.
Yeah.
And information.
That's the most wild part to me, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like giving up all this information.
Name dropping.
Like, bro, think about how many individuals that you knew rap that if it came to light or if they got busted and then when you heard about it, you was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, all right, so like T.I.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen a reverse drum till he got busted. What? That thing looked like a Cinnabon.
Nah, he had all kind of extra shit. Before the Call of Duty shit, he had all that shit.
But he wasn't rapping about that like that, though. He was talking about riding on 24s.
Yeah.
And he talking about trapping and hustling.
Yeah. He wasn't talking about the reverse drum that looked like a Cinnabon that have you out here and it ain't sweet. Like, he didn't say that. He didn't say it. And let me look.
Fire. Write that down.
But you get what I'm saying?
I do.
It was like, or if you rapped about it, you were removed from it. Like, right? So, Jay-Z?
Mm-hmm. He was far removed from it.
He was removed from the birds that used to fly south for the winter.
Yeah.
Or anywhere else if you have the money.
Yeah.
Nigga, Birdman.
Right? I don't know about, he is a little...
No,
I get what you're saying.
But
though.
Look, he was moving things.
He still
went to the music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is just like this. All right, so then like this. even if he still was once he got into the music. Bling bling. Every time bling bling. It wasn't talking about what they was doing.
They was really talking about the results of what they was doing. If you want to keep it real, they was talking about the results of what they was doing more than
Because the thing about it, at the end of the day, real street dudes that know the code,
street code,
understand.
That's street code.
You don't speak on what you do.
Even that's ops is the term.
Enemy.
Even the enemy. That was like the one agreement you and your enemy had.
I'm not snitching on the enemy.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I'm not because at the end of the day, that's not how we operate. And to be honest, I want to get him.
Yep.
And we gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I want him. I'm sending him to jail. And so what? Now he's protected.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid.
Yep.
So yeah, like incriminating yourself. That didn't happen. It didn't happen because you knew better.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen because you wanted to keep moving.
Yep.
It didn't happen because if you incriminate yourself, you're also going to incriminate others. And then if you incriminate others, you might not make it to trial.
Exactly. I mean, another example, Diddy never rapped about baby oil and freak offs and any of those different things. You understand what I'm saying?
But anyway,
that's my point.
Headphones still on. We got to take these off.
Hey.
Crazy.
That's the point.
Wow. You are crazy.
That's you tell me a song where he mentioned Johnson & Johnson baby oil.
Man, in every song he told y'all he was a bad boy. He kept telling y'all to take that. What do you think he was saying?
Look. And what was the bad boy logo, nigga? A baby, nigga. What you think they was using on the babies?
This you
I mean, hope.
Yeah.
Damn.
I made 1 point,
but that's what
and you made a whole sermon.
No, that's what.
Yeah,
but they was using
the telling.
Stop talking.
The telling, and the whatever. You seen the results of what's happening right now. I don't know if you'll ever. I don't. You know what I do worry about?
You know what's so crazy?
That boy Sosa look at home kicking his feet up like.
So look, our campaign was like, it's all right. So the youth, they're very they like to go against the grain, right?
Okay.
They like to. What's the word? I can't think of the word.
Rebel.
They like to rebel, right?
Right.
Our campaign was stop snitching, and theirs was like, why?
Theirs was self snitching.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
why?
Yeah, why?
I'm just speaking my truth.
There's no cap over here. Yeah, but you can just like not say anything either.
You don't have to lie. You can just be quiet.
A lot of this shit is performative, man.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is you performing real stuff, and the real stuff is getting you caught up. Yep. See, that's the thing about it. See, these youngsters, not all of them, not all of them, but it's like there's a lack of creativity. Okay, there's a lack of creativity because a lot of these individuals are not artists. Because as an artist, you can rap, you can freestyle, you can write, right? You can create, you can storytell. Think about, I give you two rappers right now who probably are the greatest to ever storytell.
Biggie?
No, shut up. Slick Rick and Nas.
Nigga, Biggie up there too, but you
Slick Rick,
you said two,
and Nas.
You said two.
Those are the number one storytellers.
That's 1 and 2.
I'm gonna still say Biggie.
You can say what you want.
That nigga told
1 and 2.
Story, nigga.
I'm not saying he don't have the ability to tell stories, but their whole style based on storytelling. Slick Rick, Nas. They would engulf you in their lyrics, and you feel like you was in the story. Yeah. I was there.
Yeah.
That Biggie, I got a story to tell, nigga.
Tell it somewhere else. Anyways.
I'm going to tell it right here.
You feel me?
Put the beat on.
So what I'm saying is,
put the beat on, nigga.
There was a different level of creativity, right? Because they took the artistry serious, right? Yeah. It wasn't just about making money. See, I feel like it's a little bit more money oriented. So the creativity isn't there. So instead of like creating stories and different things, they're just gonna tell you what's going on and what they're into and what's happening.
Right.
Because it's easier that way, right?
It is.
And you keeping it real, right?
And
there's no cap, right?
Yeah.
There should be some secrets though.
You copying another, and the platform is there for you. It's not. It's like
Well,
you don't have to be creative to create your own out of this. This is I'm copying this style, and I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna just say the same type of stuff.
Well,
That's
the
awesome.
crazy,
That's even
the
worse.
the scary thing
The
about
copy and paste effect.
the scary thing about what we're seeing right now is that when you look at all of these artists, especially in the Chicago area, because I actually took some time one night and I like listened to one of those really good YouTubers that did a documentary.
You going to Trapler Ross?
I think it was him. It was one of them, but it was like a 2.5 hour thing, and it kept me engulfed in it.
He was engaged.
It kept me engulfed in it because of the stupidity.
Yeah,
Like they would literally slide on somebody and get on Twitter and talk about it, and then troll the people that took the loss. And they would go back and forth doing that, and they would use emojis and all of this different stuff. And then, like the person that's doing the documentary, for him to be that detailed, it was never there.
he's from England.
Yeah, he's not even from here, but he could put all the pieces together based off of looking on their Twitters, looking on their IG, looking on their bruh. They're getting on FaceTime with each other and going back and forth.
Oh no, they do that too. Yeah,
But the thing about it is this though.
That's why I'm like, wait.
All of the
they
platforms that
talking to
they're on are private platforms that they do not have any say in what they do with that data, with that information.
Exactly.
They have already signed away their rights to that information as soon as they became
So if they get subpoenaed, they can give them
them.
all of it.
Well, 9
Not
times out of
necessarily.
10,
If the phone is locked, they can't necessarily get into the phone easily. Apple's not
the
giving you
phone.
info.
Nah, we going to Instagram.
Yeah, like they can
Yeah,
go.
That's what I'm saying.
Give
They
me
can-
the data.
Depends on
I
what
want
information.
the whole account.
Yeah, they'll get into your Instagram,
Yeah.
and they will get all the
Facebook.
get DM stuff that you
Your
thought was
Twitter,
deleted.
X.
Nah, it's not deleted. It's right here. We got the little backup. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that was one of the craziest things too.
I'm gonna read
seeing
from
that-
the transcript.
Yeah.
That shows the level.
I got
of-
your app. No, I'm playing.
that just shows. That's what I'm saying. These are grown men, but these are still children in the way in which they grew up thinking, the way in which they proceed. So, like,
Yeah, don't say grew up because they didn't.
You use an OTF company credit cards. So you booking 3 flights. You think you don't know they have a database and notification system? So you
Dog, you can,
you got to get on a boat somewhere.
You can upload your license, and they just did it for California. You can upload your driver's license on your Apple Wallet now. I just did mine.
Yeah, but I'm saying you think that booking 3 flights is gonna fool the feds.
No, this is
You
what's so
forgot
crazy.
who you running up against.
This is what's so
this ain't
crazy.
Your
Yeah,
local
this-
police department.
But see,
Right.
this
that
what's
is
so crazy.
true. That is true. They treat the
federal
they treat the feds like the regular police, and they not.
States government, man.
Even that though, at this point, the local government, the local cops can catch them because of how they're moving. Because the thing about it is, like, you have a paper trail. You're leaving paper trails for things you shouldn't have a paper trail for.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is another thing that you didn't learn, because I'm gonna tell you right now, any conversations about certain things and anything that need to be handled, those conversations were held in person, and those fees were paid in cash. You feel
Throwing
me?
dollars at the strip club.
There's no way. I might have, but I was throwing dollars at the lady who was the lady of the dude who was gonna get him taken out.
Yep.
There was a way that
But
happened.
no, I'm saying you throwing the dollars
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
strip
yeah,
club, but
yeah.
you're not gonna use them dollars to pay for whatever situation you paying for.
I did. You missed it.
I know. I see what you're saying.
I did. You missed it.
But see, the other thing too is years ago,
That was your
because I got people in my family, you know, that moved that way. Years ago, when you did something on the phone, it was called a burner phone. You got rid of it. Y'all doing stuff on y'all main phone. Y'all doing, like you said, with company credit cards, wondering how you got caught.
Pagers and payphones.
What did Frank Lucas have on American Gangster? A cup full of quarters. He stayed at that payphone. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know.
But they don't know a world outside of these outside
Technology.
of electronics and technology.
Yeah.
They don't know how to move without, like, Durk only 5 years younger than us. But
Yeah.
he's still
But that's a big difference mentally, man. Especially how you walk in life and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So it
5
is.
years put you in high school. I mean, put you in middle school and have me a high school graduate.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that 5 years. You know what it seems like.
I mean, he's still born in the 90s.
You know what it seems like, that when you have somebody that's 3 to 5 years younger than you, because of the way you seen the world and the way they seen the world, they feel like they 10, 15 years younger than you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so because it's not all young people. Some young people were raised right. Some young people were around or grew up with older people. So, they blend in as being older. But when you look at the decision making, when you look at the things that's being idolized in the way in the movement, it's just like, man, you find out how old somebody is. You're like, really? Damn, they act like they 20 something, whatever the case it is. So I don't know, man. Right now, I mean, me and you, we've talked off mic about like just this episode of America, right? This season of America,
the last season of the year.
But the entertainment / music industry, 2024 alone is just wow.
They got the older generation and the younger generation locked up.
Yeah, it's like wow. I've never seen this before.
I get a lot of my information because of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I be in my own world, bro.
Yeah,
I be on YouTube
I don't know any Lil Durk songs. I have no idea who Bricc Baby is.
all my life with J. Cole.
This nigga
I hate that song, bro.
That's the song he got the Grammy for.
I thought that was the most Panda Bears.
I heard that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's trash.
It's Pandas.
Mm-hmm.
That's his?
It was Panda. That's Bricc. That's his partner.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about none of them. I don't care.
Don't
tell me. Smooth past it.
Well, the reason why I did bring Bricc Baby up is because his name started bubbling up because of old interviews he did when, Durk and Quando Rondo was going back and forth about everything. Yeah. But what I thought was interesting about how his name got brought up is this people out here on our soil, like, and then, content creators, because him and Wack 100 was going back and forth.
But Wack always got his nose in everybody's shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but Wack, you right sometimes?
He does. He's right. I would give him 50-50, right? Sometimes. But the thing that's crazy to me about it is it goes back to what we were saying. Okay, let's just say Bricc Baby was attached to something. When you bring it up on a platform and talk about it, that's pretty much telling.
And then on top of that, it's just like, bro,
funking with Big U right now. All three of them individuals who got Lose, Wack, and 600, they got issues with Big U.
Right.
And Bricc Baby is supporting and trying to defend Big U in certain conversations. So
you tell on him?
So that they've been going back and forth. He's been going back and forth with them three for like I don't know how long.
That's crazy.
So you tell though.
If you get to a certain age, having beef is crazy.
That alone. That's what I do not have time for.
But that's it's almost. I'm about to say it's almost like no. It's in a sense yes, but in a sense no, because if he wasn't sticking his nose in other people's business and speaking on stuff, how much beef would he really have?
He wouldn't really have any.
For who? Wack?
Yeah.
Oh no, Wack. The actual
he perpetuates.
He don't really got an issue with him and Bricc. Actually, honestly. Him and Bricc was like,
you just said he got beef with Big whatever dude's name is.
It would, if you was to hear them talk about each other, you would say it was beef. But when they had a conversation between each other, Bricc was like, Wack don't really dislike me, and Wack don't say too much crazy shit. I think a lot of these guys say some shit about each other sometimes, and they actually they don't really have like a big issue with each other
because they probably don't even really know each other like that.
A lot of them don't.
Yeah, so it's like they know more of each other on the damn internet than anything. They don't run past each other, but for Wack, run into each other at the store.
This ain't real. Nothing. None of this shit is beef for him. This is all lucrative. This is part of.
Yes, to me it's trolling.
Business model.
But there's something that he said that I want to ask y'all that I thought of when he was like, when you get to a certain age, what's the cutoff age for beefing with people like on that type of level?
It just depends on what age you actually mature and see that that's pointless.
25, dog. Like if you beefing with people after 25, because the reason why I'm saying beef versus cutting somebody off or ghosting or whatever it is, I'm talking about like when you see them, they see you, it's friction, it's on site.
Oh yeah.
To me, dog, after 25.
The older you get,
after 25, it's like, for real, man, what is you doing?
you don't want to expend that amount of energy.
Yeah.
That's what it comes to, like with the age thing. Is like, well, I'm trying to go home right now and take a nap.
Right.
And go eat and do some grown folk shit. Like, you don't really want to use your energy for much less than what you got to use it for anyway.
I'm saying.
You want to be fighting.
That's why I said 25.
With
bro.
another grown individual who got responsibilities too.
Yeah.
Bro, go home and pay some bills.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Leave
in the
me
moment,
alone.
you might be ready to fight and willing to fight, but like as far as like thinking about it and wanting to like
Consistently?
Yeah.
like, you seeking
Like
it.
it keep going past
it's
this
on,
point.
it's still on. Like,
Right.
damn, nigga, don't you got a job?
Right. Something like, come on, man. Like I had to pose that question
Gotta have
because
goals or something.
when you think about it and you look at some of these guys and they like Durk is 32. Like, come on, what are we doing? A lot of these,
Whack.
huh?
Whack is in
You know, it's funny
Whack
that's
is up
his
there.
name. Do you watch basketball?
not much.
I watch it when I can. I mean, we beat the Kings last night, the Lakers. So yeah, I'm good with that.
The Kings. I mean, yeah, cool.
Segueing into that,
Did you see? Were you there for it? I mean, not there
the
for
Laker
it,
game?
but were you present for it?
for
LeBron and Bronny?
I didn't get a chance. I was at work. I didn't get a chance to
You didn't pull it up on
actually.
your phone or nothing?
Nah, man,
I
I'm
thought
I
you
actually
was a
didn't even
fan.
watch no highlights
Driving.
of that either.
I thought you was a fan.
Driving.
It seemed kind of odd.
driving. You said what?
It seemed kind of odd that you ain't seen nothing about it.
What? No, I've seen clips and stuff like that, but like to actually watch the game.
I said, was he present? I mean, like when it actually
when it
happened, was he
happened, okay.
watching?
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty busy to actually engage. I seen clips. I read stuff. It was pretty dope for the sport.
I feel two different ways about it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's dope. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bronny got to play. LeBron got to play with his son. Bronny's on the team. No, that's cool. That's dope. Yes. That boy just ain't got it.
Yes, it's a difference between and
The way you said it is like when you looking at your son like shoot. You just sit in the water in the grass,
it just hits
and
you.
he just keep missing the shot. It's like that.
It just hits you like
And your wife come out like, "How's he doing?" That boy just ain't got it.
and they keep forgetting.
Don't get your hopes up.
They keep forgetting about Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. playing not only for the same team, hitting back-to-back home runs in the game and all that, and being in the league at the same time.
Yeah,
like Griffey earned his
really earned
position.
Yeah,
and probably if he wouldn't have gotten injured, it would have.
So
it kind of felt like
this.
Junior eclipsed Senior.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
But peep this though. You feel me? I'm not gonna knock the nepotism because it happens everywhere else.
everywhere else, yeah, that's
So,
true.
sure.
That's true. I got over that quick when I thought about it like that. So yeah, I agree with that.
I'm glad that we were able to see an example of it that benefited us. That's what's up.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I'm saying though, it's just like, all right, it's like, I got you the job. What you mean you got fired? What?
And it bees like that sometimes.
Dang.
They do.
And they know I referred you. That's crazy.
The namesake.
Well, I
is not
feel
the best.
when I
Because he's going to the G League.
immediately.
That's what they said. They said in a couple months. They said
After the game,
he got
whoa.
He get on a G League bus.
Oh,
He on this way, player.
Yeah. He's like, yo, you can't get on. He was like, well, where am I gonna go? You heard.
hey, pops. And then his dad don't turn around and act like he can't hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's shady.
Don't call me that, man.
That's shady.
Nah,
He's standing over there talking to us.
Say,
pops.
Call me by my jersey number.
You kind of see. Like you kind of see him, and so you edge him out. Like yeah, so.
I think they both pull leverage, man. I think LeBron and the league pulled leverage, or not the league, but the Lakers. I think they pulled leverage on each other. It's like, we got to keep a reason for LeBron to stay here. Mm-hmm. Let's draft his son. And LeBron is like, if you don't want me to go somewhere else, you gonna do what's necessary. And on top of the fact that there was rumors that Rich Paul was discouraging people from drafting Bronny so that he would go to the Lakers.
Well, they said that the
That's
Warriors
not rumors. He was.
were actually gonna get him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. We've been making bad decisions.
Clay sure does look different in a jersey.
Well,
He put them numbers.
No.
He did okay. He did okay a few nights ago. I looked at the stats.
Okay, a few nights ago.
Yeah. Okay, a few nights ago. From what I checked the stats,
And we're fine with that.
Yo,
What happened the other
yeah,
days?
I need you to decode. I need you to decode something that Draymond said.
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic, he said, "I'm not saying we're gonna win the championship, but don't let us win the championship."
Yeah.
Oh, he throwing it out there like I ain't. Saying
I'm not saying we gonna. I'm not saying that
but
like
nigga,
we
y'all better
are
not let us
sure bet.
win.
But don't fuck around and find out.
Yeah,
Like, cause at the end of the day,
It's the Warriors.
the day got to end.
I've been wanting to use that saying too. When I heard that shit, I was like, that shit fire.
like
use that.
at the end of the day, while we are not like at the top as far as in rankings go, we're still a threat.
Yes,
We're still a threat.
Yeah. You guys
You
are
know,
still
and the
somebody that you
mindset
got to
and
like
the
really
skill
play against
and
for
the
sure.
experience.
Bro, we got the greatest shooter of all time. And we have one of the greatest antagonists there is. Shout out to Draymond. Bro, like, who was better? I can only think of one person that was better. Rodman. No. Maybe Artest.
Better than you talking about than Draymond?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In a way of being a defensive anchor and the biggest antagonist on the team, the dog of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
And
put my boy?
Rashid?
Yes, I was gonna say from the Heat, right?
No.
Who did he play
Rashid
for?
Wallace,
Blazers.
Detroit.
He played with the Pistons.
Yeah,
I thought he played
Detroit.
for the Blazers.
Yeah, that was at the end of his career.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, like when you look at it
I was
from
saying
that,
Rashid.
you know, it was Rodman, and then there would be Wallace, and then there would be Artest, and then you feel me, Draymond would be the latest installment of that, and that's not a bad crowd to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that is.
so. But yeah, that's all that meant. It's like, we know we're not at the top, but you know that don't mean we're not a threat. So
Yeah, they still got action.
Yeah, on top. Like I said,
Because it's not like y'all
greatest
missing.
shooter of all time,
Y'all
bro.
still making the playoffs. Y'all still have even on y'all bad seasons, y'all still are in the playoffs. So I got to give y'all.
or at least the play-ins with an opportunity to get into the playoffs. So I mean, you know, hey, at this point, the play-ins is
They
an
still doing
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they are.
That's how y'all got in.
yeah.
Y'all ended up in the Western Conference Finals. Was
What?
it? No. The
I mean, don't gas me up. Nah,
no,
they
the
wasn't
semi.
there. Yeah,
it
they
was
was.
semi.
Yeah, they did.
Y'all went further than you were supposed to.
Yeah, we definitely did.
So
And we still got to count that thing that happened during COVID.
What you mean? The thing? You want to be specific? Yeah. The championship.
the bubble.
I swear, if it was another team, people would respect it more.
I don't think
that's
so.
my theory. I'm telling you, if the Knicks had to pull it off, they'd have been like, well, hey, you know, everybody had an equal opportunity.
No, we wouldn't respect it more, but we respect it less because it was LeBron and the Lakers.
That's what my theory is.
We wouldn't respect it.
That's what my theory is.
It wouldn't be respect. It would just be a little less.
It's
of
less
the
respected because
Put a little bit less on there.
yeah, because you know what it is. You see the treatment throughout, you know, LeBron's career, and it's funny because so many people think that LeBron James has haters, and it's like, nah,
He do?
No, he doesn't.
I'm a hater, nigga.
Listen,
Fuck you talking
listen.
about?
He's honest.
I had to put some thought into it because I've always been against LeBron being a Laker and being a Kobe fan, right?
See,
I had to realize, you know what it is? You know what it is? I can't stand his fans. It's the same thing. When I started feeling away towards the Warriors, I had to say, nah, it's some of the Warriors fans.
Nigga,
when it comes to the Kings, I don't like the team or the fans.
I was
there's a
hating on
difference.
KD, nigga, before, when he was on the
Kings
Thunder,
is
nigga.
cool. I just don't like the fans.
I was hating on KD, nigga. As soon as the nigga came to the Warriors, nigga, it's Team KD now.
You threw your jersey away, your KD jersey.
The crazy thing is, The crazy thing is, so I was a KD fan back when he was with the Longhorns.
Oh shit.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
Because he was crazy.
Yeah, he was balling.
And so when he went to the Supersonics, I even dug that because my favorite shooter played for them. Because I think Ray Allen has the best form ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mr. Shuttlesworth, yeah.
Even though Klay Thompson has a pretty nice form as well.
He only took like 2 dribbles.
The mechanics. But it was just something about Ray Allen's his elevation. Like it was just, especially coming off of screens. Like nobody comes off a screen like Ray. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. But yeah, so man, I used to be a fan of him back then. So when he came to the Warriors, I was like,
Do you see?
We don't need him, but bet.
Do you see Bronny actually developing and actually being,
in the G League? Yeah, he should be cool.
Like developing and actually getting back in the NBA and playing at that level.
Possibly. Back in the NBA. Has a nigga went to the G League and came back?
Well, we already know that's where he headed, so we got to talk about.
What's that boy name? He actually ain't the dude that played for.
What's that boy name?
He played for the Kings. He played for the Kings, and he's actually like.
Right now, white dude?
Nah, brother. If I'm not mistaken, I could be
nigga?
wrong, but I could
man.
I'm just fucking around, man.
I was about to say, wait.
It's content. It's content, man. Until he figure it out.
Yeah, I'm like, man, hold on, dog. I know you, dog. I don't want to be associated like that. Hey, why your friends say what he said?
I could be wrong, but I could have sworn Malik Monk spent some time in the G League.
Spent some time in the G League. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does sound like a punishment, huh? Send your ass to the G League. You keep on talking like that. Yeah. Take your team shoes.
Shoe program. G League.
Yeah, Greensboro Swarm are American basketball team of the NBA G League. Yes.
Hey, I don't like the G League names, bro. They be a little disrespectful.
Hold on.
The Santa Cruz ain't the Warriors the Santa Cruz?
Because it was Charlotte Hornets, so they the Greensboro Swarm.
Nah.
The disrespect. That's the nigga that played for the Swarms.
Yeah, watch your mouth. Don't get stung.
You talking about Sac State? The Hornets, nigga?
Right.
Don't get stung.
Now, my question is, what's the other letters? Like, have they completed the
G League
alphabet?
Shut up, man.
I'm serious.
Like, is that you got to get through all the letters before you get to the NBA?
I swear, ain't it NBDL? Ain't it the NBDL?
I mean,
what,
National Basketball Development League.
Man,
develop your skills, ass nigga.
The National Basketball.
But real talk,
League.
how did they get to the G League? Like, how they got there? But why is the G League the name?
So it's kind of like the River Cats and the A's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the minor leagues,
right?
So
the G League is kind of like the minor, because most sports do have it. I know hockey has it. They have minors. You know, baseball has the minor leagues. So NBA decided.
Okay. You know, I'm doing the research.
Look it up. There we go.
So, the G League was formerly known as the NBA Development League before it rebranded as the NBA Gatorade League in 2017-2018 and was then shortened to the NBA G League.
The NBA, say that one more time.
The Gatorade League.
Okay.
Yeah, and then shortened to the G League. The rebranding was part of a multi-year partnership between NBA and the Gatorade, making the NBA G League the first U.S. professional sports league to have an entitlement partner.
So they wanted to kind of keep the name after the contract was over.
Yeah.
I think no, it's a multi-year partnership. I think they still at it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Okay. The thing about it though is just like
say you going to the Gatorade.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that's fighting words, dog.
Yeah,
that's fighting words.
The crazy thing is like, yo, I mean, does that sound better than a development league though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like development league or Gatorade league?
Development, because minor league.
Well, the way he said it
to the majors. But the nigga say
the way
develop your skills and come back.
No,
hey,
the way like a slur.
Hey, listen, the way
to the Gatorade league.
Hey, the way he broke down G League made it sound aggressive because he said, what did you say earlier? You said G League shooting program right now. Like that would make it feel like, yo, man, I'm getting punished. But the Gatorade League sound like a tournament.
Like you can yeah, so what we gonna do?
That sound like when you win, you get $500 in t-shirts.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? We just want to see where you at. So we're gonna send you to the Gatorade League and yeah, you gonna play with the Swarm.
Can you imagine get called into the office like, yeah, man, we gonna
to the Gatorade League.
We gonna trade you, man. So where am I going? I'm going to Memphis. We're going.
Yeah, nah, you gonna play with the Swarm.
What flavor Gatorade is?
You gonna play with the Swarm?
Yeah, man. You gonna play. We're gonna see you to the Gatorade League. You gonna play for the Cherry Blossoms.
You gonna develop your skills over there. And then
they drink blue, so be prepared for that.
Yep. Gotta be the blue one.
Not the glacier though. Not the glacier.
Light blue.
Not the glacier.
Not the glacier.
I said not the glacier.
That was fire though. Throw it in the freezer.
No.
Nope. All right.
No.
The little ones.
The way you repeated not the glacier, like you're a little 6-year-old cousin. Keep bringing you to not the glacier, not the glacier.
Nigga drinking the yellow original.
That's why I hate when they bring them over here.
Nah, Frost is my preference.
No, bro, no.
Yeah, so we just learned
Speaking
a new
of
fact.
Frost,
You niggas is
know,
playing
Ice
in a
Cube,
sponsored league. You niggas is playing in a sponsored league.
Yo, the transition was nasty work.
Shit.
Yo, what was you finna say about Ice Cube?
He said they bringing Friday back.
there's a couple rumors about Friday coming back. There's a couple.
What's this gonna be called?
One rumor is
last weekend.
Friday?
One rumor is it's a possible what is it? What's the word?
Reunion?
No.
Series?
No. Faison threw that idea out there. What is it called?
His
That was
diet.
crazy.
What is it called? When they revamp it.
Oh, nigga, it was gonna be one of them redo type movies.
Reboot. So there's an article floating around that says it's gonna reboot, but then when you see him in interviews, he's saying he wants to do a last Friday, pay homage to the people that's not here, and try to bring in the people that the fans want to see, like Chris Tucker and then so it's a lot of conversations. Even when DC Young Fly sat down with Shannon Sharp, he leaked out a conversation him and Chris Tucker had. He said, I'll come back if you play my son, which would probably be hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie.
Maybe. It gotta be done right.
Well, it has to be. Craig and Day Day and Smokey is not running around Compton. You know, they're going to have to kind of pass the torch in a sense.
This
you know
has
what
to
I mean?
be a Harlem Nights type of casting, though.
It does. Well, I mean.
But what I mean is not only like the names, and Harlem Nights was the names, but the talent.
Yeah.
Like the people who really are actually talented and not just, they're just a hot name right now.
Well, that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see people in a movie if they're going to do it just because it's a hot name right now. Because I remember when they were talking about it when Tiny Liston was still alive and John Witherspoon was still alive and all of them, there was talks of like Kevin Hart and all this. I was like, nah, that's... A lot of these movies were hilarious because Ice Cube had a dope formula. He brought hungry comedians in.
Right.
Chris Tucker was hungry. Bernie Mac was known but was still trying to eat. AJ Johnson, and then he repeated the same formula with Friday After Next with Mike Epps and the Joker Brothers and
Jam, comedians.
Oh, he went that was where he shopped at.
Yes.
I mean, he paid homage when they did the 25-year anniversary. He paid homage and said, that's where I got all my talent. And even the third Friday with Cat Williams and Terry Crews and and all of them. So I'm not saying that he's gonna have to find a way to hybrid it where he's going to get that funny talent, and there's a lot of funny talent online. There's some people that I do think are hilarious and would do well, and then also have that seasoned talent there as well too.
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
You say you don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. I say give it up. The only reason would be a money grab. To me, honestly, Friday is the best, and then like next Friday was cool because it was a revamp. It was still funny. That was still like considered like a good sequel. After that, I'm cool. Like the Friday after next with Mike Epps, he's a classic character. But the movie itself to me was corny and trash. It was like
the Christmas Friday.
Yeah, that shit was. Corny.
It was my least favorite. There was some funny parts in there, but it was my least favorite.
It was really corny. Like even the what do you call that? The music that go with it, like.
Oh yeah, like the score music throughout the
music was like,
it was like wacky.
Let me check my Palm Pilot.
Yeah, that shit.
Feel like I ain't got shit to do.
He was a classic character.
Yeah, he was.
Sure. You wanted to watch the movie because you heard about him.
Yeah,
I just gonna get drunk and watch the Grinch.
that was the best part. But other than that,
there was some. It was highlights. It wasn't consistent comedy like the first two. Right. It was like highlights of comedy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, Ricky Smiley had a couple funny lines in that movie, and that was really it.
Friday was like the black, the last of the ones that I can remember of that black movie type where it's like something happened, like House Party, right?
Yeah.
It's like this is only a day.
Yeah. It's
like a 1 day or 2 days of
just drama running around and
trying to figure it out and then get figured out at the end. Like I like those type of movies, but I don't think you can do that nowadays.
I don't know, bro. I'm thinking about it. Maybe the beginning. Because, bro, when he slapped his mama.
And then that was a classic.
Doing the butterfly in front of her in the kitchen.
That was a classic part.
Yeah. So that's why I said it's my least favorite, because I'll be watching it around Christmas time this year. I'm not gonna lie. You know.
But it's a you watch them corny, cheeky movies where it's like it's not good, but you like it.
Yeah. It's on TV, so I'm gonna just watch it.
Yeah.
I think he could pull off a fourth installment. Because you gotta, I don't know if y'all know this, but I watched this interview with Ice Cube, and he said Friday After Next was really supposed to be Craig and Day Day in prison. And when he pitched that idea, they said they didn't like it. And then a couple years later,
I'm glad they didn't do that.
A couple years later, Orange is the New Black came out. So they were supposed to be locked up. And then, so he's had these different, but
I'm trying to figure out why they was in jail.
Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't. I can see that's not the movie premise. It's the premise is things are happening at the house.
Yeah, or in the hood, right? Yeah, but I think that they could get away with kind of closing it out and like leaving a possibility for a passing the torch type of scenario,
I guess,
with the talent
to end it off. Just finish it, like
just finish the hood story, them getting out or whatever. Because I know people want to see if Chris Tucker still got it and if he could still be funny in that type of movie. And that's one of the reasons why it took so long for him to try to get some traction going. Because at first they wanted to get Chris Tucker. He was saying that I want to get him in a movie. This is what the people want. And he got Chris Tucker to agree to it, not to a contract, but to agree to come back. And then their issue was New Line Cinema, because they own the rights to Friday. So
I feel like a lot of our greats who are coming back and doing like these sequels and they're still talented because they're great actors, and it's like, muscle memory for them to do these type of roles, but they're not in tune and in touch.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I never seen Coming to America 2. I had no interest.
Man,
name one reboot or redo besides that Fresh Prince thing that they did. That reboot of Fresh
I actually
Prince.
like that show a lot.
That's the best reboot because they did it differently.
And they brought everybody. They brought the original characters back playing different people because it's a drama. So like Jeffrey is really him, and that's
the thing. It's different, and they gave it a different spin that was still authentic to the real premise of it. So these things that they're doing, it's just like, let's just put this out there and say we made it.
I will say that I enjoy the Bad Boys series, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the series goes along with them they're dealing with getting old. That's what I like. When you take a popular franchise and you want to keep extending it, you have to make it realistic to where it's like, man, we too old for this shit, man. We doing this, we doing that. Certain people got killed off in the Bad Boys franchise. So I enjoyed the installments like that. if they're gonna go that route, because you can tell they're phasing it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the last one, it's almost like they're really like, all right, man, this is kind of
the very last one, the one that
the one that just came
I'm about
out.
to say, because
they
when they announced that one, I'm like, bruh.
I was over the last one because it was too Hollywood shot. Like I was like, I seen too much makeup on Martin, and I seen like everything was too clean, I guess, for me from what I remember, and that's the problem.
Because it was a little more grimy because they was younger and able to do certain stuff.
And the way in which the film industry at that time, it was like, that was
the way it was shot.
Film, but it's not shot with a lot
third
of
one,
CGI shit.
The third one was shot almost like it looks like digital camera. That's what it reminded me of. But this last one was actually shot a little bit better. It gave that first movie look. They even did some nods to certain things that happened in the first one.
I heard a lot.
So
of people
the fourth one is killing the third one. Okay. But I like I said, I also liked. They made it realistic, man. We getting old, you taking medication, getting heartburn.
Well, I mean, in the third one, Martin didn't want to wear his glasses, and you know what I'm saying? He was already retired. He just didn't want to put on the glasses. There is something I do want to talk about real quick, though.
Go for it.
The Met Gala.
Okay.
The cheers. Pharrell Williams, Coleman Domingo, LeBron James, ASAP Rocky.
Okay. The Met Gala is this fashion show where they do this extravagant type of outfits. Is that what we're talking about? Mm-hmm. Well, there's a style for that.
And the theme for the Met Gala is
avant-garde. That's what it's called. The style
is super fine, tailoring black style, and is based on a book by Monica L. Miller, Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism, and the Styling of Black Diasporic Identity. And it's the first time ever in history that the chairs for the Met Gala have all been black males.
Wow.
Yeah, so I feel like,
fashion industry is
kind of
doing more accepting.
Or are they giving flowers finally?
Doing more acknowledging.
There we go. I mean one of the same kind of.
Nuh-uh. You don't have to accept us for us to be the headliners, because we've been leading in fashion and styling and creativity and all of that.
But accepting of that type of
acknowledging of it, not accepting. They've been accepting it because they still the styles, they still the designs. They're accepting
it's
of that.
Type of acceptance.
Now they're acknowledging the origin of it, or the originators, or the creators.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see what you're saying, because it's
one thing to wear your stuff. It's another thing to let you actually wear it and be like, this is him.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Like when you look at us as a culture, I've said it before. They've always liked our culture, but had a hard time liking us.
Saying they got it from us,
or hey,
us.
We got it here.
But I was saying accepting, because we are now seeing more of us in those positions of creation and direction, and what you would consider high positions in these different
making the calls and
we're talking about Virgil. We talking about the dude with the denim tears. What's his name? Forget whatever his name is.
But it's been happening before that.
Yeah, it's more. It's more out there, because we're talking. I'm thinking about post Kanye. Kanye have had a lot of opinions.
I'm talking about before Kanye. It was out there. I mean, it wasn't out there. It was being done. It just wasn't being broadcast, because Fred Cooker, he's the whole reason for the Jordan Energy line, and so we're talking early 2000s. Easy. That's, you feel me? That's before Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like that's before his whole pink polo run. Mm-hmm. So there are, and I can't think of her name right now. First female to have a Jordan collaboration. It was a Jordan 2. Vashti.
Yeah. I think we covered her too.
And that was back in early 2000s? Mm-hmm. So there have been people of our hue in creative positions. Mm-hmm. It just hasn't been broadcasted. Now it's starting to become something that's more on the regular.
I guess that's what I mean by acceptance.
When you said
for me,
Virgil, that was part of the reason for it, because it was almost like he was put in that position with a magnifying glass put on him, and he excelled in all aspects to the point where it was like he made it acceptable for us to be able to put in that position in a lot of different areas because it'd be like, you seen what Virgil did? Mm-hmm. I mean, even if they do 1/8 of what Virgil did, we win. Mm-hmm. And so now it's even more accepted than it was beforehand because of individuals like Virgil who we miss. Mm-hmm. So I would say check it out. You feel me? As far as the Met Gala goes and the chairs and the theme for it, and just and it's crazy because when certain things like this happen, it's almost like you mentioned Dapper Dan when he was working with Gucci and he had the collaboration with Gap and people were talking about boycotting.
Yeah.
Right. And
50 was one of the main people trolling that scenario too.
And the thing about it, and it's almost like, oh well, they got black males, 4 black chairs at the Met Gala, and you're like, oh, well, they're just pandering. I'm not really finna support it. No, support it because the whole thing about it is regardless of whether they're pandering or not, it's an opportunity for us to have the floor. And while we have the floor, we should support. Mm-hmm. We should rock.
You already know.
Same thing like with Dapper Dan and Gucci, or when he was with Gap. You know what I'm saying? Like we support our own, and that's kill all the narratives and disregard all the other BS. If any of us get into a position where we're doing something, you support, you campaign, you broadcast it, you be there because it can create other opportunities.
And I 100%
shit was tight too.
I 100% agree with that. And the reason why I do is because it's all about relationships. 100%. And if you can get into a space where you have relationships with a manufacturer, you have relationships with a designer, a creative director, and now you can form your own team to build something and get something going because now you have these connections, that will be how you can open another gate that was once closed. You know what I'm saying? Since, the gatekeeping conversation happens. But like you said, a lot of times people have a hard time deciphering the difference between opportunity and pandering.
Bro, it's crazy because LeBron falls into, we just talked about the top, but like the nepotism, oh, Bronny's just there because of LeBron. So what? How often does that happen for us?
And in the everyday working people, y'all see people's best friends, people's cousins, people's friends or whatever, getting jobs, getting opportunities that, certain people had to work their ass off for. Well, hey, you know what? When it's our turn, don't say nothing.
Yeah, and celebrate it.
Yeah, and it's not like that's a privilege like the NBA. It's like, it's just a club. I'm part of this club. I'm a high-ranking member of this club. I'm about to get my son in here, regardless of how y'all feel. Y'all would do it too, and I'm not mad at it. I was at first like,
I feel like I forgot who it was who said it, but I feel like I'm mad. I'm mad my dad didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
what?
For real.
That's the only thing I could be mad about. Outside of that, man, you celebrate when we win. Regardless, you celebrate when we win.
And how many NBA players who are not LeBron, do you think he's the first person to get his son on the team? Now, he's an active player. You don't think some of these retired players were able to get their sons in the league?
There's a lot of kids. Scottie Pippen's son played in the league. Doug Christie's son played in the league.
A lot of them are talented.
Shaq's son just came out of a year recovering from open heart surgery, and he's back playing in the league. You know what I'm saying? The name. That's the brand of that name. Steph Curry and Dale Curry, but he eclipsed his dad. But
Klay Thompson, Michael Thompson.
Yeah. So, and the list goes on, but for some reason they want to put a magnifying glass on Bronny because some of these kids that I named are not okay. They're not all right.
And none of them deserve. Yeah. Whoever would have had Bronny position, nobody deserve to be in the NBA. It's not like you.
Do you feel like it's more of us making that argument though?
Yes.
In the culture,
yes, for sure.
And that's what we got to get past.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense because
you don't whistleblow on us. You whistleblow on everybody else. When we do it, you celebrate it. When other people do it, you be like, boo.
But the crazy thing is we respect it in so many different areas, right? When you go to the club and the women get in for free, you're not complaining.
I am. It's after 11.
You went to the car and put on a security button up.
And you've been in line since 10.
The fuck I have. Yeah, not me.
Yo. Yeah, but nah, that's something that we gotta stop
just,
that.
you know,
Culturally, we have to
man,
stop. We have to stop trying to stop each other because of the nepotism that we see in our culture that we complain about every day, seeing everywhere else and every other group
you know
doing
what I'm
it.
gonna tell you
I
what it's
promote nepotism in the black community, and we need to keep doing it.
You know what I'm gonna tell you what it's like, and it's so crazy because when I tell you what it's like, you're gonna say, "Damn, it's been working that long." Because at the end of the day, it's psychological, and it goes all the way back to.
Yep.
I don't got my watch on.
Yard nigga.
Oh, I thought you was...
Yard nigga, house nigga.
No, that's real.
Because that's how they split us.
Yeah.
Way back then.
Yep.
And you as an historian know this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been working ever since from a psychological standpoint.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he's talking about house, yard. We're both African Americans. We're both black.
Yep.
We're all black, and that's all that matters. Dark, light.
Yep. That's the
That's
truth.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
We all have the same fight, same struggles. We're all fighting an uphill battle. So we should all be unifying to fight this battle and make it easier, right?
Yep. That's what we should be doing. That's what
we're
we
still
should.
caught up in a lower level thinking of tribalism.
Yep. You fighting sleep too.
Yeah, man. I was
I
trying
told
to
you
force
caught
it
that
out.
early bird special. It's about time for
I was trying to force it
Paw to
out.
lay it down. Okay? Sheesh.
He said Paw is
Yeah.
crazy.
He laid down with the sun.
I was trying to
What is that?
take a break.
He said he laid down with the
Sunset at 6:30. He sleep at 7. It's a wrap.
Oh man.
What?
That was uncalled for.
He even using the Paw words. That was on call for, young man.
I know better than that.
Anyways, man, we
man.
finna get out of here, man.
Wait. I didn't know he was leaving.
Hold on now.
I got comfortable.
Hold on now.
Check me out real quick. Y'all can't buy this, but this is a new design from the brand.
This nigga got
Y'all might get
always
the
got an
sweats though.
exclusive,
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's dope. It's
Y'all
dope.
might get
It's
the
dope.
sweats. Y'all can't get the big one because y'all don't want to pay for it. That's really the issue. It's always the money,
Mass produce
Okay.
when the niggas ain't.
bro. If I'm gonna tell you the numbers, I'm gonna tell you the numbers on this hoodie once we get off of here,
Yeah.
and you gonna be like, "That's crazy."
That's the made to order
Feeling.
type joint. That's a
Yeah.
What is that? Velvet?
stitching.
You feel it? That's heavy right there.
That is.
These
I
is
got that stuff underneath.
these is
that
ounces.
lint underneath there.
these is ounces. This that
Oh,
good
no, it
fleece.
don't, huh?
Yeah, nah,
Don't.
yeah. Shit, wait. Peep the hood.
Okay.
It's that real one,
Ooh, that's like that Smino.
bro. This is a winter hoodie.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
for the
This
locks.
Yeah.
You
this
said
is a
winter hoodie or winter hoodie?
winter. I'm winning though.
W-I-N-T.
Nah, that's fresh, man, and I can't wait to get mine. Y'all not gonna get yours.
You got something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the big one. Is probably gonna be like a member exclusive, and then I'm gonna do like the small for the public. You feel me? Like they'll
sure.
get the small woo wop here.
I don't really
They
care
find
about
that
what they getting.
Yeah, but like for the big boy, huh?
Where they can find it at.
Oh, they can't yet because I ain't put nothing out yet. This is the sample run right now. I had to make sure everything was gonna come out right.
Got it.
You feel me?
It's definitely fresh,
So
man.
DMs for now.
Yeah, you can DM me and we can talk. You feel me? Like it's on the way. It's definitely on the way. I got something else in the works. It's actually being
mine on
pressed
the
up right now.
Hey.
Oh, I gotta. Oh man, I gotta tell you because I did some variations.
Uh huh.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I can't wait to see
going
that.
crazy.
But you know, actually, before we get out of here, you know what I'm saying? You let people know where they can find your brand, Kicks and Sneakers, yours as well.
Kicks and Sneakers Official is the IG. You feel me? The website is down, but it's www.kicksandsneakers.com. That's KICKZANDSNEAKERZ.com.
Right? Poe?
And y'all already know it's about to be that time of year again. Lips getting chapped. It's a lot of ashy knuckles walking around here. I mean, hygiene.
I got
to
mine
get it
right
in
here.
order. Get it in order.
Where can they find you,
down.
man? Where can they find a product?
Don't wait till it's too late. They crack and bleed. It take a couple days to heal. You can find me on Instagram, Edgar Alpo, EDGARALPO3 at Instagram. I was finna say .com.
Yeah, that's the lip balm.
Yeah.
And that's the deodorant.
That's the deodorant,
I just read
your
out.
hygiene
Yeah,
right,
he just
man.
re-up.
Get Get your hygiene right.
You already
They
know.
smell really good too. Like
She might not tell you, but she telling her friends. She's like, man, that nigga.
as somebody that's like really on the healthy side, like it's good stuff.
And this
sure.
that type
Essential
of shit.
oils and whatnot. Like,
You walk by a young tenderoni and she's like, ooh, that's lavender.
Nah, it's crazy because like it's like, oh, you smell good. And I was like, for real? I was like, I ain't got nothing on. I was like, is it this? That's like, nah. And I pulled out my deodorant. I was like, is it this? That's like, yeah, it's that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So it does have a nice.
You gotta.
You good?
Well, you already know LeVorco.com. We got it all. You gotta check it out. Order your stuff. Limited edition. I don't repeat the same pieces.
I think he got a couple hats left.
Yeah, I got a few left. A few.
A few is like 3. I said,
like,
you notice I said couple, like 2. He like, I got a few, which means like
I got a few.
See, I know. I already know. I know his stock is low, so don't wait too long.
Yeah, don't.
That's when you say I got one left.
Yeah.
Nah.
But the website will literally show you if I have one left, and you click on that piece, it'll be like, yo, it's just this one, so don't play.
You made it. Don't leave without it.
Yeah, so you already know. But anyways, we finna go ahead. We finna get out here for real this time.
Yeah, we're serious this time.
Anyways, you've been tuning into the Notion Podcast. I am your host, Dizzy D Spill, with my co-host in the building,
Jelani Evans.
Oh.
And you already know where to find us. Talk to us in the comment section. We do talk back. We are on all platforms: Instagram, X, Threads, Facebook, all of that drama. YouTube, TikTok. We everywhere. But until next time, peace.